Ciao! Today we are talking about preposizioni articolate. It sounds like something you might need a helmet for. In reality, it is simply Italian putting two very small words together. So, if you can already say il supermercato, the supermarket, and vado a, I go to, then you're already halfway there. Let's have a look at a very simple sentence. Oggi vado al supermercato. Today I go to the supermarket. In English, you need two words, to the. And in Italian, as you can see, you only need one. This little word al, it's called preposizione articolata, and it is the combination of the preposition a plus the article il. So this is very simple. Preposizioni articolate are a simple combination of these two items. So what is the difficulties then about preposizioni articolate? Why do students find the preposizioni articolate difficult? Well, usually the problem do not come from the combination itself, but from uncertainty about the articles and sometimes even the prepositions. So if those two parts feel shaky, then the combination feels overwhelming. So my first tip for you is to start revising your articles. So let's have a quick recap. We're going to start with the singular articles. You know that the definite articles means simply the. So for the singular articles, we have three for the masculine, il, l'apostrophe and lo, and two for the feminine, la and l'apostrophe. But how do you use them? Let's have a look together. Il is used for masculine nouns, as in il ragazzo, il libro, il palazzo. These words must start with a consonant. So if a noun starts with a consonant, then your article is il. However, if a noun starts with a vowel, as in astuccio, albergo, uomo, then the article is l'apostrophe. And then we have a third article for a smaller category of noun, which starts with some special sounds, such as gn, ps, s plus consonant, x, y, and z, as in lo gnocco, lo psicologo, lo spumante, etc. As for the feminine, we use la for any noun that starts with a consonant, as in la ragazza, la penna, la matita. And so what do you think we use l'apostrophe for? L'apostrophe is used for feminine nouns that starts with a vowel, as in l'agenda, l'aula, l'insegnante. After seeing the singular articles, let's now have a look at the plural. Il will become I in the plural, and l'apostrophe and lo will become gli. So you only have two to contend with. As for the feminine, it's even easier because both of them will become le. Careful with the pronunciation of that. Le. Do you still have problems with the articles? Do you need further practice? I have prepared a guide for you with loads of practice activities, including loads of games, so that you practice enjoying yourself. You'll find the link in description. So, as mentioned, the preposizioni articolate are a combination of the articles and the preposition. But what are prepositions? Let's have a look. Okay, so here are your five most important prepositions when studying the preposizioni articolate. So we've got di, a, da, in, su. And of course, what do they mean in English? They are di means of, a means to, da means from, in is in, and su is on, as in on the table, for example. Okay, so these are the main meanings, but remember that preposition have more than one meaning. Let's have a look at this example. La macchina è garage. The car is in the garage. So, what is the actual preposizione there? La macchina è nel garage. Okay, but nel. So, is there some sort of rule that can help us with the combination to put together le preposizioni articolate? And we're going to see exactly that. Let's start with the preposition a. Okay, so this is the actual table, but let's have a look in detail. Notice that you still have your preposition a at the beginning of each one. And then I've highlighted the pattern that you need to become aware of. Let's have a look at a second preposition so that we can compare the two. Here I have su, which is on. Practically, you have a in the first case and su in the second, but the other part of the preposizione articolata is exactly the same. So you have al, sul, allo, sullo, and so on. So we can now see that the pattern is actually recurrent for all the first three, a, su, and da. Da means from, and it just simply follow exactly the same pattern. Okay, but how about the other two? How about the and in? Okay, they are also following the same pattern, but there is a slight difference compared to the previous one. In the case of the I simply becomes E. And so the pattern is the same, so you still add in your L or your double LO, but instead of adding the full preposition as it is, the I is changed into E. And you can see that the same pattern is also followed by the preposition in. The preposition in changes into ne. So as you can see, there is a clear pattern that you can learn once and then apply throughout the table. Great. So let's now practice and see exactly how to put those preposizioni articolate together. So let's work with this sentence. I quadri sono musei. So this means the pictures are in the museums. We know that we are looking for the preposition in. But what is the article? Okay, so you need to see the word musei and you need to ask yourself, okay, so is that plural or singular? There is an I, so definitely is a plural noun. And what is the singular of musei? And it is museo. So it ends in a no, so it will be plural masculine. Okay, so you need for the plural masculine article for musei, which is I. Okay, so what is the combination of in plus I? Well, we simply go to the table. So you need in and you need I. And therefore, the preposition that you need is nei. I quadri sono nei musei. But now let's have a look at a second example. La borsa è divano. The bag is on the sofa. So as you can see here, the preposition you're looking for is on. So on is su. And then you have divano, il. So is su più il, sul. La borsa è sul divano. So this is how to apply the rule. I hope it's all clear. And of course, it is a little bit complex at the beginning. And don't worry, you can use the table while you're getting used to it. But at the same time, what I suggest you do is to practice putting together the preposition with the article. And I have a lot more exercises on this again in the same PDF file in description. So download that PDF file. You'll find the summary of everything we said so far in this video and more. And but especially you'll find lots of practice for you to become really confident using your preposizioni articolate. Great, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!